CharCole podcast is recorded in front of a live studio audience. Any reproduction, rebroadcast, or reuse of any of the materials contained within this podcast is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of the CharCole podcast. Welcome back to the CharCole podcast. This is episode 25 of the podcast, and we're going to keep talking about football today.
So we're going to preview the championship games today and our picks in the tech class. First, he's going to go over the standings and everyone's position.
I'm going to announce the standings and then I'm going to discuss some rules for this final round. So at solo last at 10-4 is Colby. 11-3 we have Dylan, Chuck, Buttons, and Coach K. At 12-2 you have yours truly, Reed, Lane, and Jordan. And at 13-1 we have Chris, Lincoln, Dawson, and Mason. And for this final round, you get a point for choosing the winner correctly, and whoever chooses the score closest to correct wins the whole thing.
So first we're going to go with Cole Pranger's bracket. He picked the winner in Sioux Valley game right and the Mobridge, Pollock, Bridgewater, Emory game wrong because he probably either he picked it wrong or he just wanted to get the points like I did. But he picked it wrong, and now, like he said, he's 11-3. But in the championship game, he picked winner to beat Bridgewater, Emory, Ethan, 16-7.
Coach K goes into the week, like I said, 11-3. He chose the winner game correct and the Bridgewater Emory game correct. So he has winner beating Bridgewater Emory 34-12.
Jordan Stoltz took winner over Sioux Valley and Mobridge Pollock over Bridgewater Emory Ethan, which was incorrect, and he chose Bridgewater Emory Ethan to be winner in the Dome 23-21.
Dawson Gerlach chose winner over Sioux Valley and Bridgewater Emory Ethan over Mobridge Pollock. And then for the championship, he chose winner over BEE 26-12.
Dylan Reimnitz got the winner game and the Bridgewater Emory game right. And in the Dome, he took winner over Bridgewater Emory Ethan 24-19.
Colby Kaiser chose the winner game correctly and chose the Bridgewater Emory Mobridge Pollock game incorrectly, making him in solo last. And for the Dome, he has winner over Bridgewater Emory 28-21.
Reed Russ picked the winner over Sioux Valley game correct and the Bridgewater Emory over Mobridge Pollock game correct. And in the Dome, he took winner over Bridgewater Emory Ethan 16-14.
Chris Meyer had both games correct last week. And for the Dome, he chooses winner over Bridgewater Emory Ethan 16-8.
Mason Hetland also got both games right last week. And this week, he takes winner over Bridgewater Emory Ethan 20-12.
Lincoln Clues goes 2-0 last week. For the Dome, he chooses winner over Bridgewater Emory Ethan 24-14.
And for my pick, I got the Mobridge Pollock Bridgewater Emory Ethan game wrong last week just because of the fact that I wanted to catch up my points, but it doesn't matter anymore because I'm in fourth. But I took winner over Bridgewater Emory Ethan 22-8.
Lane Espedal chose winner over Sioux Valley and Mobridge Pollock over Bridgewater Emory, which was wrong. And for the Dome, he chose winner over Bridgewater Emory Ethan 14-2. And then for my pick, I got both picks last week correct, and for this week, I have winner over Bridgewater Emory Ethan in a close game. In my opinion, it's going to be a very good game, 30-14.
So now we're going to hit up every class and the scores and winners of these games. So Kadoka area, Del Rapids St. Mary's, I picked that game right. I knew that was going to come down to Del Rapids winning it. But what I didn't think was going to happen was a 20-point deficit. The Del Rapids, Kadoka was up 20-0 at the end of the first half. I was like, well, shoot, picked that game wrong. Then Del Rapids comes to beat. They score a lot of points unanswered and wins by 30-28. And then the Woolsey-Wessington game, Harriet Selby, I picked that game right also, 20-14. So now we have Del Rapids, St. Mary, and Woolsey-Wessington in the Dome. What are your thoughts on this one?
This one, it's going to be a close game. Del Rapids St. Mary's a good team coming in. They got kind of gypped with the 5 seed. Obviously, they had COVID at their school. Nothing you can really control about that. But I don't know if it's going to be quite enough to keep up with Woolsey-Wessington. I portray this one to be a Woolsey-Wessington win by a touchdown.
I think I agree there. I wouldn't say Del Rapids is not favored to win.
Oh, no. It's going to be a very close game.
But Woolsey-Wessington does take this game.
Yep.
So now we're going to go to 9A, which is very interesting. The Canastota-Freeman-Howard game. I did pick Howard to win this game, I believe. But Canastota wins it, and I was at that game 12-7. You know, very close game. One of the running backs got hurt, and Isaiah Robinson. So now he 5-point game there, a lot closer than I thought.
Yeah.
Warner beats Wall 26-0. Not surprising there. And then in the state championship, you have Canastota Freeman versus Warner.
I think this one's going to be a Canastota-Freeman victory just based on their past. I don't think Warner can really keep up with them. They've had some really close games so far this season, even though they're 7-0. But I can see Canastota-Freeman winning this game.
100%. With the Isaiah being hurt, it's gonna definitely.
Yeah.
They're not going to be as good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
these guys don't think that he's that good, but he was a very big piece into the puzzle in that game. He actually rushed for over 100 yards and had one of their touchdowns, or one of their 2 touchdowns. Now we're going to go to the 9AA game, and Platte Geddes plays Hamlin. Platte Geddes beat Viber Hurley, which I didn't see that.
I didn't see that either.
I didn't see that coming, but I mean, it happened.
Yeah, it's playoffs.
Yeah, 28-22, won by 6, and then Hamlin Lemon McIntosh, which I seen that coming. I didn't think Lemon was good all year, and they ended up in the 3 seed. And that just goes to show you how bad West River teams are. No offense, but that's how it is. Platte Geddes Hamlin, very good game. Platte Geddes is going to win this game by far.
I think, going in, it's definitely a weird game because you have the 4 seed and the 2 seed, even though those seeds could be like either way, I think Platte is going to win this game by a long ways. I don't think so, but it's going to be closer than people think, but still a bigger margin than people think. So I'd say probably 2-3 touchdowns.
Yep. 100% agree there. Let's go to 11B, and we kind of covered our thoughts on it, but we're still going to go over it. Winter hasn't had a team score on them in a long time. They beat Garrettson 40-0, then they go to McCook goes to them, win 30-0, but then Sioux Valley keeps it close, 28-14. Let's talk about this game quick. I don't think Winter's is good at that. I mean, they're obviously a really good team, but I don't think they're what I thought they were. I thought they were going to run right through it, and that's why I think this Bridgewater-Emory Winter game is going to be so close.
I think that Sioux Valley really just came out and said, "Here we are. We're better than everybody thinks." Like they beat Chamberlain by 50, which not exactly difficult to do. And they beat EPJ by 20. EPJ wasn't a terrible team going in, but I think Sioux Valley has just kind of had this underdog mentality, which made it seem so close. But I do think Winter, they won it fair and square by 14 points, but it was a lot closer than many people thought, including myself. I believe I wrote down it was going to be like a 40-point game. Not very close. Maybe it is. That's what I wrote down right there. But, they just had some underdog mentality that really fueled them through this game. Sioux Valley did. Made it close. Yep,
and then let's hit this Bridgewater-Emory Mobridge game. No one's seen that being a 46-point game, but it was. And now Bridgewater hasn't had a person score on them since St. Woonsocket did. But that was their JV team, I think, also. But 42-6. These are 2 really, really good defenses coming.
Yeah, it's going to be really good defenses. You're definitely going to see who's the better team by who wins, but you're going to see the flaws in each team. Each team's going to display the other team's flaws. I think Winter has less flaws overall than Bridgewater-Emory. Therefore, I think Winter's going to win.
If you were a betting man, how many touchdowns would you go in this game combined?
Well, it's either going to be 2 or it's going to be 10. I have a feeling. I don't think you can really get very much in between.
Yeah, I picked 22-8 just because. That's what I foresee, but something 3 or 4 touchdowns at the most. I don't see it very. With both of these teams.
It's either going to be a really good defensive showing or a really good offensive showing. Both defenses are just kind of like.
Yeah, that's what it was last year too. In that game, both of them teams very good. But one of the more non-interesting games is this T area Canton game. 1 and 2. I mean. Canton and T area are both very good teams, but I think T area just takes this game by
I don't even think this one's going to be very close, in my personal opinion. Canton's had some close games in the tournament so far, but I don't think this one's going to be close.
I agree there. So let's go to 11 AA, where Pierre beats Yankton. Surprise to me.
Quite the surprise there.
And Brookings obviously beats Huron, but Brookings-Pierre, very interesting game. If you were to pick Brookings looked really good, the favorite throughout, but Pierre beats Yankton, and I'm like, whoa, here comes Pierre.
I think Yankton also just had a really off game last week, which obviously, sometimes you have an off game. Very unfortunate they had the off game, the semifinal round of the the playoffs. I think Brookings is going to take this one. Pierre might keep it close in the first half, but I've been keeping track of a lot of Brookings games because my cousin is the head coach for him, which is an interesting story. But he goes from Oldham, Ramona, Rutland, like the smallest 9B school, to Brookings, which is crazy. But a lot of their games have been really close in the first half, and then they just pull away in the second half, which I think is actually what's exactly going to happen here. Is it's going to be decently close in the first half, and Brookings pulls away.
If anything close happens in this game, it is because of Pier's offense.
Yes.
So now let's go to 11 AAA, where I picked this game perfectly. I said Brandon Valley was going to beat Sioux Falls Lincoln by 3 touchdowns, and I had the Harrisburg beating Roosevelt. So I picked these games right. You know, the Harrisburg Sioux Falls Roosevelt game, Roosevelt should have won the game, but it was windy, and the kicker shanked the field goal. So Harrisburg's now in the dome, and this is going to be a really good game against two teams that I know kids from both very well. I'm not really going to pick a team here, but I'll let you pick a team.
It's going to be a really close game. I can see this game going either way. I can see Harrisburg winning it. I can see Brandon Valley winning it. I have to go with Brandon because I have family ties in Brandon, so I can't really pick against them.
Yeah.
But Harrisburg is going to give them a very good shot.
Yeah, I know like half the team at Brandon and the starting running back for Harrisburg and the quarterback for Brandon Valley, so I know everyone around these teams. So, you know, best of both teams, and whoever wins is the better team. But, you know, it's going to be very good offenses.
It's going to be a very good show. You could say like a fireworks show, if anything.
Right.
There's going to be a lot of scoring in this game, I have a feeling. But I think Brandon Valley's going to take it.
Sweet.
Well, with that, I believe that's the end of the episode. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.